Last week we were down at the beaches, and this week we're back up to the lakes. Welcome back to Mountain Dew Truck Series Racing. Today we are up in Michigan for the Overton's 200, which was formerly sponsored by Lefty Designs. However, that is no longer possible as Marcus Lemonis stepped in and sponsored the truck race with Overton's and the cup race with Camping World, which you will see tomorrow. Michigan, fantastic track. This 2-mile D-shaped oval, very similar to Auto Club, which we did not go to this year. It's very similar to Auto Club. I believe they're sister tracks. Obviously very different. Auto Club is located in California, and Michigan is located in Michigan. Let's go over some news coming into this race. Is Patrick Starr getting a new sponsor? Let's see if we can get a good look at this scheme. But Body Armor, they decided to promote their watermelon strawberry flavor. And some other sponsorship news. I don't know where he's starting, so I don't know where in the field he is. Let's see, there, towards the back. Right here, Luca Amaral. They've finally got a sponsor on that car, truck. The 54 is now sponsored by Nerf. And the quarter panel, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get a good view of. Winfield has also jumped in. Another story coming to this race is Josh Moore starting third. He has probably been the worst driver this season thus far. So seeing him, he's jumped up to 24th in points due to Lena Larkin not running any more races. But Josh Moore has been the worst driver thus far. So seeing him have a good running qualifying, that's pretty noteworthy. We'll see if he can get something done. Someone else you should be watching, Michael Poellot, who he should have momentum from last week getting the win at Homestead, as well as Gary Owen, who finished second in that race he started, to pick up the pieces from last season. Last season obviously getting 2 wins. Becoming the winningest driver in the series, tied with Bradley Ream, who retired and shut down his team. But Gary Owen has finally started to look like he did last season, and he's like I said, started coming on strong. Let's see if he can get that first career win. Well, not first career win, first win of the season, and be his 3rd career win, and it would solidify him as the winningest driver. Now let's go over your starting lineup. I'm going the wrong way. Starting on the pole, Z Rhodes, your Daytona winner. Patrick Starr on the outside in that 07 Body Armor paint scheme. Then we go Josh Moore and Andrew Williams. Michael Poellot, teammate to Andrew Williams. Let's see if McPhaden Racing can go 3 in a row. And then starting 6th, that is Charlie Davenport in the 9. And then Gary Owen, Bob Sticks. Christian Holder, the auto owner scheme, has been getting a lot of track time. As well as Jackal Main, Ethan Lewis, Fisher G. There is your Lucas Oil winner, IRP winner, Greg Galding. Then Roman Fenway, Alejandro Cruz Jr., your points leader. 2nd in points, Brian Scott Jr. And then we go behind them, we get Luca Amaral, Barry Preston, Wyatt Floor, Diego Vasquez, who has not done much since his win. Nottingham Scott, Angelina Elliott, Titan Nicholas.
Drivers, start your engines!
Thought I could get through, but I did not. And that's Nathan Ormond. And rounding out the field, Pablo Carrera Busta. So, now the trucks are rolling off. The graphics should begin showing soon. And an interesting tidbit. Michigan is technically a super speedway. So we may see a bit of drafting and potential pack racing today. we will see. That thick PJ1 on the outside groove, I honestly have no idea that affects the racing in NR 2003. And it does in real life, so I'm hoping it's just there for physical appearance. I've also done no tests at this track, so I have no idea if it's good. It's basically a reskin of 2017, and 2017, as I've heard, is probably the best version, so it should be good. I don't know if I'm at a good strength, but we'll see. We'll experience it all for the first time together. But the trucks are now rolling through turns 3 and 4, getting ready to start the race. As the pace truck is now out of turn 4, going to take the hard left-hand turn onto the pit lane, and there it goes. Ziggy Rhodes, Patrick Starr, rolling through the tri-oval, and they're going to lead you to green here at Michigan. And through the tri-oval to complete lap 1 of 30, Ziggy Rhodes gets the first lap led. As Michael Poellot and Andrew Williams, teammates there for McPhaden Racing, they're trying to work that inside lane. Dodge has been strong these past 2 races, obviously, with these 2 drivers, both of them getting their first career wins. And they are going 3 wide for second, and you know Ziggy Rhodes loves to see that. And here goes Patrick Starr, that brand new body armor paint scheme, making body armor proud. As they've also come on to sponsor both of the Monkey Racing cars in the Cup Series. It's mostly Matt Tuck, I believe. We'll see one of his paint schemes debut tomorrow in the Cup race. And here goes Charlie Davenport, who's also kind of started to look pretty good these last few races. That Chevrolet accessories truck would be pretty funny if he wanted an technically unsponsored truck. As up front, it's Patrick Starr going for the lead on Ziggy Rhodes. They're side by side down the front stretch. Ziggy Rhodes holding on to the race lead. But Patrick Starr trying to fight back, and he will do so. Patrick Starr is your race leader, but he's not clear yet. Ziggy Rhodes still sticking to his outside, trying to just buy his time, and certainly doesn't help Patrick Starr in this case. Josh Moore is helping him, and now he's going to drop off big time, and they're 3 wide for the race lead. Josh Moore, the worst driver so far this season, at least in terms of performance, is going for the race lead around a previous winner this season and a championship contender from last season. Patrick Starr has not looked like a championship contender this season. He's 23rd in points. And Josh Moore dropping off again. I believe that 68 truck was also a championship contender last season, or just outside it. He was I believe he was in the hunt, or like I said, just outside of it. And Jackal Maine has made his way up to 6th, being Ford's home race. Great to see a Ford on pole, but Roman Fenway didn't even realize this, but he's going for the lead now too. Another former championship contender from last season, I believe, finished 2nd in points. No, he finished 3rd in points. But another championship contender from last season trying to show... Oh my god, they're wrecking! Charlie Davenport has spun. I believe Titan Nicholas is involved. I did not see that. I was too busy talking about past championship contenders. So let's go back and see that. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's not good. Brian Scott Jr. second in points was involved. So going into 3-0, just hits Owen, slides up the track, spins around, tagged by Wyatt Floor. Titan Nicholas avoided it, didn't get involved. Great braking by him. Let's go back and see. That's going to affect Gary Owen. He's going to have damage to the rear end. Charlie Davenport sensitive. Not sure if Owen drifted up the track or if he slowed up. But he got in the way of Davenport. And Davenport just pounded the rear end. Not too hard. Looked like he had it saved. And then Brian Scott Jr. was just there. And they both went way up the track, into the wall. And that's not good for your second in points. That being Brian Scott Jr. That's not good at all for him. Under yellow here at Michigan in the Overton's 200 on lap 7. Let's go back and rewatch that in full speed without any of this HUD on. Let's go check on the pace truck, and we'll see if, when it comes around this time, if it has the lights out. I don't think it will. We will cut away if it does not. Like I said, don't think it will. But as you saw there, Charlie Davenport, Gary Owen, Ryan Scott Jr., and a bit of Wyatt Floor, all involved in a crash on lap 7. While running inside the top 10. So very, very unfortunate. Davenport still running, as well as Brian Scott Jr., both drivers who were the main, I don't know what to say, but the stars of that wreck. Both of them are still running. The Leds did not go out on the pace truck, and I will cut away, and I will be talking to you again shortly. And, bye for now. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed those few seconds of rest between my voice, my beautiful voice, and seeing these trucks rolling. I cut away, obviously, and you have rejoined it. Lights are out on the pace truck. We are going green this time. There will be 20 laps to go, I believe, when we go green. Ziggy Rhodes has led every lap so far. But Michael Poellot, can he be the first driver to go back-to-back this season and in series history? As Gary Owen technically went back-to-back if you count starts. But we've never had a driver win 2 races in a row. And we've never had a team win 3 races in a row. And McPhaden Racing looking to do that today. Let's go over your top 5. Ziggy Rhodes, Michael Poellot, Roman Fenway, Josh Moore, and Patrick Starr. As trucks are now ready to roll, pace truck is going to pull onto pit lane. There he goes. And Ziggy Rhodes once again leading them through the tri-oval. And green flag is back out at Michigan. And off into turn 1 they go. Ziggy Rhodes, that's not Ziggy Rhodes, that's Roman Fenway going to the inside. He's the first to try and make a move. Ziggy Rhodes is trying to hold off Poellot. And Patrick Starr started second, was challenging for the lead early, dropped back, still in striking distance, especially with this restart. Now they're going 3 wide for the race lead, and Fisher G, oh, never mind, they're dropping back. But Fisher G went with him. That could have been an amazing move if it worked, but Roman Fenway is up front. He's got the race lead. I believe that's the first time we had someone else lead a lap. And they're 4 wide back towards the back of the top 10. Fisher G has dropped after making that move, which did not pay off. But Roman Fenway out front. Can he get Toyota's second win this season? And know someone who wants to stop him. That's Michael Poellot, who wants to get 2 wins in a row. 3rd win of the season. 3rd win for McPhaden Racing, and that's not going to happen right now. Dropping off Ziggy Rhodes to his inside. That was very, very close there. If that move went south, they would have both ended up in the wall. And Josh Moore sitting in a comfortable 3rd. Well, not too comfortable. He's waiting for these guys to... Oh, they're wrecking Barry Preston around. Big one on the backstretch. Oh, Diego Vasquez in the air. Titan Nicholas avoid. Oh my God. Points leader Alejandro Cruz Jr. is in it. That was a wreck. And we are back under caution at Michigan. Well, let's go see what happened. I just saw Barry Preston spinning. Okay, Bob Sticks and Fisher G in there. Okay, so Sticks gets a run on Preston. He's at his inside and just they're locked together. They go right down the track. Around goes Preston. Minimal damage to the minimal, if any, damage to the 41 and the 25. Then back up the field he goes. Christian Holder, he's gonna need a new pair of underwear after that. See if we can get a better angle of it. Helicopter cam. And way up the track, right up the track, he goes. Hard hit into the 21 of Pablo Carrera Busta. He's into the wall. Christian Holder narrowly avoids it. Gary Owen, that's the 2nd time he's been nearly involved in a crash. I think there was maybe a tad bit of damage there. Spinning around, hard hit with Vasquez. Just pile drives him. Titan Nicholas then right into a Holder. I mean, not Holder, that's a Vasquez. So I believe they're both teammates too. Up here, let's see what happened with these guys. So, Busta gets slung right up the track. Takes out Alejandro Cruz Jr. Both top 2 in points have been involved in crashes. Now let's go back and watch that replay in full speed without any HUD. That was a vicious hit for some of these guys. Once again, it's a video game, but man, those were rough. Okay, so we're back from the replay, as you guys saw. Barry Preston still continues, but not good for Diego Vasquez, who 2 bad races. He was sitting 13th, and points coming into this, he's not going to be there anymore. But Vasquez and Titan Nicholas are out of this race. The only 2 drivers to be out as of now. Barry Preston, after a wild ride, still in it. He's a lap down low, so will be a non-factor, as well as Alejandro Cruz Jr., your points leader. This is a good day if your name is Greg Galding. Let's go find him. That's not Greg Galding. It's his teammate. But Greg Galding, as he is 3rd in points, will not be able. I don't think he'll be able to make up. He may. He may actually be able to make up the entire gap and be able to take the points lead. If he finishes quite a few positions ahead of where he is currently running. If say if he maybe gets a top 5 and Brian Scott Jr., Alejandro Cruz Jr. stay where they are, he should be able to get the points lead. As his gap is only 12 points from the leader. Brian Scott Jr.'s is 9. And a pace truck, I would imagine the lights are going to go out this time, so we'll probably not cut away. And, will they? They will, so we are not cutting away. There's roughly 15 laps to go. 14? Yeah, 14 laps to go. There will be 13 laps to go when we go green. Well, let's hope we can run those 13 laps without a caution. I know Roman Fenway would like to not see a caution, as it could allow him a chance to run away with the race, but with how they've been racing, you're not getting away. So, once again, we will see, can Roman Fenway turn his luck around? Like, it's 19th in points. There hasn't really been like himself. Like I said earlier, he finished 3rd in points last season. And hasn't really been there this season. Same goes for Patrick Starr, who sits 4th. Could he make something? Let's go over your top 5. Roman Fenway. I went the wrong place. Roman Fenway, Ziggy Rhodes, Michael Poellot, Patrick Starr, Josh Moore. Now, pace truck is out of turn 4, going to take that hard left-hand turn onto pit road. There he goes. Barry Preston, we're going to have a lap truck up here. We'll see how interesting that makes things. Teammate to Ziggy Rhodes, we'll see what happens. Green flag is back out, and Barry Preston's going to be a non-factor for the top 5, but later down this track, very much a factor, maybe not. But Roman Fenway out front, Patrick Starr trying to make something happen on the inside. Nothing's happening yet, but Ziggy Rhodes, he's gonna have push. We'll see if they all stall out on the inside once again. No, they will not. Ziggy Rhodes back to the lead. Patrick Starr stalls out this time, not the leader. That's going to allow Fenway to stay with him. They're side by side down the front stretch. And Roman Fenway held on to it. Patrick Starr still here. Jackal Maine on the inside too. Did he get his first win of the season? And Ziggy Rhodes still side by side with Roman Fenway. The veterans have been no-shows. But Roman Fenway is trying to prove them wrong, as Barry Preston is down the pit lane and Patrick Starr dropping off big time on that inside lane. But Ziggy Rhodes trying to be the first driver to win 2 races this season. Can he do it? We haven't had anyone do it yet. But Fisher G's back up here. However, he's stuck on the inside right now, so I don't know how well that's going to pan out for him. He made his start last season at Rockingham. Finished, I believe, 8th. Not too bad for a debut, but he hasn't done much this season either, and I think we've got a wreck. I heard metal clanking. No, it might just be the back markers being back markers. Roman Fenway is now clear for the lead. No one battling yet. Patrick Starr trying to go to the inside to maybe get around for 3rd, but that inside lane is not working. Ziggy Rhodes, it looked like he got a bit sideways there. It was probably just my mind playing tricks on me, as it usually does. And Patrick Starr dropping off once again. This brings Fisher G into contention, and I think that was Christian Holder in the wall. Making slight contact with it at least. So that was not a caution. I heard metal sounds. Ziggy Rhodes going high. He's got a bit of damage to the rear wing. As you can see, well, not really a wing, a spoiler, but Gary Owen is up here. Has kind of just been cruising in the top 10 all race. And he's up here battling for that top 5 with a fellow Chevrolet teammate Fisher G. I don't think there's enough time for Owen to do something. There are going to be 8 to go. Poellot is in the wall. And that's going to allow Ziggy Rhodes to fight back to his inside for that second position. And he's there. Patrick Starr now trying to take advantage of him slowing up. Gonna slot back into line though. As Poellot now sending it back on Rhodes. And he's dropping off, got out of that PJ1. Oh, and Ziggy Rhodes is in the wall that time, not as long as Poellot was though. And Patrick Starr now going to the inside of Poellot. And Gary Owen is inside that top 5 now. Like I said, don't think there's much time left for him to do something, but Roman Fenway, I don't believe he won last season, but he's certainly looking like he's going to this season. And probably right now praying for a caution, as a caution right now would probably end the race. As Gary Owen is now clear for 4th. Yes, now he's trying to go for 3rd. Like I said, don't think there's enough time, but it would be nice to get 2 top 3 finishes in a row. Roman Fenway loving seeing these guys throw their trucks at each other. Gives him a better shot at running away with it. And Patrick Starr now going back to the inside for that 4th position. Not going to be able to work. Ziggy Rhodes way up the track. Will he get into the wall? Oh, barely. I don't think he actually hit it, but that was very, very close. And now there's 5 laps to go. And once again, Roman Fenway loving seeing these guys battle it out. As it once again allows him to pull away, and Gary Owens around! Well, we have a caution. Let me go back. I don't think he's got any damage. He does not, but there goes his race out the window. It is a caution, and I believe the race may be over. Patrick Starr dropped back quite a bit. Christian Holder, who spun him, I don't see where he is. Oh, he's still here. But Gary Owen has just had his entire race ruined. Let's go back and see what happened to bring out this final caution. So I think the race may be over. He's stuck on the high side. Holder comes up. Same thing that happened with Preston. Except everyone avoided it this time. There's really not much to talk about. Owen's stuck on the high side. He would have had the run, but Holder went up. Didn't help that Patrick Starr was there too, forcing him up. And he just went around. Now let's go back and see it without commentary and without the HUD. So, we just got back from watching the, probably final caution and probably the end of the race. I'm really hoping that's not the end of the race. We had some great battles going. And Michael Poellot is back in a position where he could, get, back-to-back wins. 3rd win of the season for, McPhaden Racing. 2nd win for him, 2 in a row. If we, do not end the race here. It's either going to be a 2-lap dash or a 1-lap dash. Actually, no, if we do go back green, I think it'll be a 1-lap dash. Well, let me do math. Yes, if we go back green, it'll be a 1-lap dash. So, at 3 cautions and 30 laps is going to be hell tomorrow. At this rate. Tomorrow is currently scheduled for 40 laps, so actually probably won't. Maybe I'll get 4 cautions, and I don't think we're going back green. I think this race is over. The first race this season to end under caution. Yep, first race this season that's going to end under caution. We will see if Roman Fenway has an issue on the caution laps. We'll see if he blows an engine. Who knows? Could maybe pull down the pit lane like Mark Martin did that one time and lose the race. Once again, we will see, but first race this season that's going to end under caution. That is the only thing we know right now. As they're rolling through 3 and 4, Michael Poellot's going to be kind of upset they didn't go back green, as he definitely had a fast truck. But it was Pablo Carreno Busta at the end of the day holding the fastest lap. Roman Fenway, 3rd fastest lap. He's going to likely be your winner. He's actually, let me look, I think he's the only guy in the top 5 to be on the top 10 for fastest laps this race. As the race is not quite official, but it is indeed over. Roman Fenway is well, it's not official, it's not over, but Roman Fenway is pretty sure going to be your winner. I don't want to go for results yet, because like I said, what if something happens? What if his motor gives way? What if something like that happens? Who knows? You got to think these drivers they're got to be frustrated. They've got to be frustrated. They wanted to finish this race under green. Christian Holder, Patrick Starr, Gary Owens said no to that. And what would have been a promising day for multiple drivers, actually. Charlie Davenport was running quite well in the early stage of the race. Gary Owens was running top 5 when he got wrecked. Vasquez and Nicholas, they weren't really up front. But a lot of drivers had their days ended, and out of turn 4, for the final time, under caution, for the first time this season, and I'm pretty sure the first time in his career, Roman Fenway, now rolling through the tri-oval, and he's going to win at Michigan. Any of those chants you probably did in chat or by yourself didn't work. Roman Fenway is your winner. Followed up by Michael Poellot, Ziggy Rhodes, Fisher G, Andrew Williams, Josh Moore. That's probably his best result of the season. Nottingham Scott, probably his best result of the season too. Jackal Maine, Bob Sticks, Patrick Starr, Anthony Elliott, Greg Gaulding, Christian Holder, Nathan Ormond, Luca Amaral, Ethan Lewis, Brian Scott Jr., Alejandro Cruz Jr., Charlie Davenport, Pablo Carreno Busta, Wyatt Floor, Gary Owen, Barry Preston, Diego Vasquez, and Titan Nicholas. So, thank you all for watching. What was the biggest disappointment of the race? Let me know. Personally, it's the fact we didn't get a green flag finish, but you can't win them all. And actually, let me try to do quick math. No, Greg Gaulding will not take the points lead, but he will close that gap significantly. He may get the second. No, he will get the second. He's definitely going to get the second. But he's not going to get that lead. You'll probably see as the point standings will show once again. Thank you all for watching, and bye.